I wanted to talk about a game called Spiritfarer, which is kind of like a mix between Farmville and Terraria almost. It's a side scroller game, which means you're moving from right to left, but never in a 3D manner. For all of you who don't know what side scroller means, and it is just the cutest game. You're kind of in this middle world where people haven't fully passed on yet, but they're not like they're aware of they're aware they're not alive. They're kind of like spirits. I don't quite know where you are. You're in a spirit realm, we'll call it that. And you are the captain of a ship, and you're called the Spiritfarer, which means you help spirits move on. And so if they have any last things they wanted to do, if they have any issues, you're basically like a therapist for dead people. That's basically what you are. And not only is it's just so cute. The music's really pretty. It's always a great plus, but also it's just a pretty game. You customize your boat and you move things around, and as you progress you get more spirits. Some you know personally, like your uncle is on there at some point, your best friend, people you knew. And then you kind of, as you progress, you kind of get to realize that you kind of knew everyone, which I won't spoil the ending, but it definitely gives you a little clue as to what's happening. But I won't spoil the ending. But you go through, and it's kind of sad because some of the spirit, like there's this one, and it's this older lady, and also all of the people besides you look like animals. They take on an animal form. And there's this one, she's a hedgehog, and she's like, you can tell she's an older lady, and she's so sweet, but you can tell that she has like dementia or something, because after a while she starts to slip and she like gets confused sometimes, and she starts referring to you as her granddaughter, and it's really sad. But it's also like, it's really nice because you help her around, you feed everyone. There's like a kitchen you have, and you can make different foods, and there's like a million combinations to make. Eventually they tell you that they're ready, or in like her case, everyone else kind of tells you she's ready because there's like nowhere else for her to go. You take them to this huge bridge and you hug them one last time, and it's kind of a sad game. Like, and I mean, I wouldn't read too deeply into it. It's just an emotional game. But there's a hug button, and there's so many like silly little side quests that you can do, because there's like inhabitants in this world that are like other spirits. They're just not either never going to pass on, or maybe they have and like this is just their life now. You don't know, and I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But there are inhabitants in this world. There are like little towns and cities and corporations. Like, you help a workers' strike against this like raccoon corporation where they sell goods. It's just silly stuff, and it's just such a cute little game. It's just a great thing to pass the time. And there's like these itty bitty mini games. Every like when you take a log and you make it a plank, that's a mini game. When you make silk into, well, you don't make silk into wool, but when you make oh my goodness, I cannot speak. When you make silk into silk cloth, like that's a whole thing. And each of the spirits teach you something that go on your boat, and they give you a spirit flower, and as you progress your boat gets plants, which ties into me loving plants. But it like you start to see that like these flowers are creeping up, and you see these butterflies. They're like pink, and you know that they're kind of tied to you, but you don't know why yet. Okay, I lied. I'm totally gonna tell you how it ends, but spoilers ahead. If you want to play the game and you want the full experience, just stop now. I don't remember how much the game was. I know you can get it on Steam, but I don't know. But I'm totally gonna spoil the ending. So turns out, you, like the Spiritfarer, you worked in a nursing home, and you helped people. You like, and all the types of people too. Like, you helped, trigger warning, you helped suicidal patients, you helped just older women with dementia. You really did like basically help them move on. and you learn that you got cancer and you've been in a coma. And you only know this because eventually the flowers create this like ghostly figure. And when you speak to that figure, eventually, like the end of the game, you learn that that's your sister, and she's talking to you about all of the adventures you had basically with the people, and all the spirits that you ferry in the game are patients that you had, and all of the adventures. And it's just all these different stories kind of come together. And so at the very end of the game, you are the last person you ferry to the other side. And it's just such a cute game. It's sad. It's definitely sad, but it's not sad at first. It's only sad in certain moments. I love it. It's just a quirky little game. It's definitely worth it. Again, I don't remember how much it was. I don't think it was more than $30, but I know to some people $30 is like too much. So I'm no offense. If you don't want to pay more than $5 for a game, more power to you. No lie there. It's just a cute game. I wanted to talk about it because it's a fun little. It's close to my heart. I love that type of stuff. Love you guys, and goodbye!